My home insurance increased by 50% this year. 50%, and I'm not the only one. You see, many of you are going to have large increases this year also. Now, luckily I have some tricks up my sleeve to get this back down. So hey guys, for those of you new to the channel, my name is Christian and I've been in the mortgage industry for over 20 years and I've seen thousands of home insurance policies. So I know what to look for when insurance policies start getting out of hand. Now in this video, I'm gonna tell you what I did so that rather than having a 50% increase, I actually had a little bit of a decrease. No, I didn't have to call the insurance company and yell at them, and no, I didn't have to cancel my policy and go find another, although I could have. I've been with this company for 10 years and they've really been great. Many of you have an escrow account for your taxes and insurance, so you might not pay much attention to the insurance bill when it comes, but you may wait until you see a large increase in your monthly payment because that's when you'll feel the pain. Now, the cost of insurance is going up across the country for many reasons. Now, with inflation, it costs more to rebuild a home now than it did a few years ago. Building material costs more, labor costs more, permit costs more, you name it. There have also been some major disasters where insurance companies have had to pay out a lot of money. Hurricane Ian itself in 2022 cost insurance companies about $60 billion. Now that money comes from all the insurance premiums paid by you and me. If the insurance companies pay out more than what they expected, they charge us more to make up for it. Now there's a bit of a discount you get when you have a new policy, which goes away when it comes time for renewal. Now this reminds me of when I used to have a satellite TV. The first 2 years I had a great price, and then after that it kind of started to feel like a car payment. Let's go over some of the things that you can do to get this insurance premium back down, right? When you get your renewal, you're going to see an amount for dwelling coverage, okay? This is the amount the insurance company is planning to rebuild your home should it burn down. Now keep in mind, this is just for construction. You don't have to insure the land. So if you have a home that's worth $500,000 and let's say $150,000 of that is the land, it should cost roughly $350,000 to rebuild it. Your insurance company should have a $350,000 or less for dwelling coverage. Now why is less okay? Well, some insurance companies have what's called guaranteed replacement coverage, meaning they'll rebuild it regardless of the cost. Others have a certain percentage above the dwelling coverage amount which they'll allow. So if it costs $350,000 to rebuild and you have $300,000 in dwelling coverage, but your insurance company says they'll allow a 20% increase, you'll be okay. But what if the insurance company says they're giving you $500,000 in coverage? Well, you're simply overpaying for something that you just don't need. That's like taking a Honda Accord and insuring it for the amount of an Escalade. It just doesn't make much sense. Now, by the way, I have seen this exact scenario, and the insurance company, which was a very large, well-known company, refused to lower the dwelling coverage. Now, my client shopped around and found another insurance company that insured it for what it would actually cost to rebuild. Make sure your dwelling coverage makes sense, and don't be afraid to question it, guys. Lower dwelling coverage means lower premium. Now, next, watch out for the coverage that you don't need. Sometimes the insurance companies will have extra coverage for other buildings on your property and personal property that is way higher than what you have. So I had $80,000 in coverage for a shed and a pool house, but guess what? I don't have a shed or a pool house. It didn't really make sense, right? Now let's talk about the deductible. Now, I've had 2 claims in my lifetime, right? I happened to come home after a short trip one day, and in my basement, I had 6 inches of standing water. So the ceilings, the walls, the carpet, everything was just completely destroyed. The insurance company said, hey, this is gonna cost about $30,000 to repair, and since you have a $1,000 deductible, we're gonna give you a check for the $29,000. So I said, hold on, wait a minute. I don't have to pay the first $1,000 for this repair? They said, no, we just deduct that from the amount that we give you. Okay, no problem. I'll pay the $1,000 at the end, not a big deal. So I ended up getting everything repaired, and the cost was actually $23,000. $7,000 less than what they expected it to be. So I called them up, hey, it was $7,000 less than what we planned on, so I'd like to return this $7,000 to you. I didn't use it. So I could feel the puzzled look on the insurance rep's face. They said, no, we go off of our estimate and we won't accept any money from you. Well, okay, so what do I do about my $1,000 deductible? Turns out the amount of my deductible didn't really matter in this case because that's just the amount that they subtract from the payment that they give to you. If my deductible was $2,000, they would have given me $28,000 instead of $29,000. And if it was $5,000, they would have given me $25,000. So ask your insurance company what the difference is in your premium if you increase your deductible. It might end up saving you a lot more than what you think. So a funny part of this story is that 6 months or so after that leak, I received a check for $1,000 from the insurance company with a letter. And it read, hey, we sued the company that makes your fridge and we found them liable for the leak, so we refunded your deductible. But what's the point of a low deductible for a homeowner's insurance policy in that case? Talk to your insurance agent, look at those coverage amounts. You might be able to save quite a bit of money. Now, if you don't lower your insurance premium, you could have what's called an escrow shortage, right? This video right here will tell you all about it. And if you like this video and you found some value here, please hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks so much. We'll see you soon.